India is a land of stories, a civilization that has watched millennia turn to dust. It is one of the oldest cradles of human thought and society in the entire world. The echoes of ancient chants can still be heard in the wind, the philosophies of old sages are still read, and the foundations of our cities rest upon the ruins of even older ones. This is not just a country, it is a living history, a continuous narrative that has been unfolding for thousands of years. We carry this immense past within us, in our traditions, in our languages, and in the very rhythm of our lives. It is a legacy of profound depth, a wellspring of wisdom from which we continue to draw strength and identity in the modern world. Yet, this ancient land is not frozen in time. In the last 50 years, a remarkable chapter has been added to our long story. We have seen a great transformation, a surge of progress that has touched every corner of our lives. Look at our fields. Once dependent on the whims of the monsoon, our farmers now use modern science to make the land yield bountiful harvests, feeding 1 billion people. This agricultural revolution has been a story of great human effort and ingenuity, turning scarcity into abundance. It is a testament to the resilience of our people, who have always known how to work with the earth and are now learning to work with new tools and technologies. Now turn your gaze to our cities and factories. India has become an industrial powerhouse, a place where things are made, from simple textiles to complex machines. This journey into industry has created new opportunities, built new cities, and changed the way we live and work. Alongside this, a technological revolution has swept across the nation. We are sending missions to the moon and Mars. We are leaders in the world of software, and the digital world has connected even the most remote villages. This leap into the future is as much a part of our story as our ancient past, a sign of our dynamic and forward-looking spirit. This journey of progress is also reflected in our economy. From a nation finding its feet after independence, India has emerged as one of the fastest-growing major economies in the world. This economic development is not just about numbers on a chart. It is about the changing lives of our people. It is about new schools, better hospitals, and dreams that are now within reach for millions. We are a nation that respects its roots while reaching for the stars. This blend of the ancient and the modern, of deep-rooted tradition and incredible progress, is what makes the story of India so unique and so compelling for everyone. To understand India, we must first find it on the globe. Where does this vast land lie? India is located entirely in the northern hemisphere, the top half of our planet Earth. Think of the equator, that imaginary line that circles the middle of the world. Our entire country is situated north of this line. This placement has a profound impact on our climate, our seasons, and the very nature of life here. It means we experience the full cycle of seasons, from the warmth of the sun to the life-giving monsoons. Our position on the map is the first clue to understanding our identity, a geographical starting point for our long and fascinating story. Let's get more precise, using the language of maps, latitudes and longitudes. These are the lines that crisscross the globe, helping us pinpoint any location with great accuracy. The main part of India, our mainland, stretches from 8 degrees and 4 minutes north latitude in the south, near Kanyakumari, all the way up to 37 degrees and 6 minutes north latitude in the icy heights of the Himalayas. This vast spread from south to north covers many different climates and landscapes. Similarly, from west to east, we extend from 68 degrees and 7 minutes east longitude in Gujarat to 97 degrees and 25 minutes east longitude in Arunachal Pradesh. These numbers are not just abstract coordinates, they define the boundaries of our world. They tell us that we are a country of the East, as all our longitudes are east of the prime meridian that runs through Greenwich in England. When we say we are in the Northern Hemisphere and the Eastern Hemisphere, we are describing our cosmic address. This location has shaped our history, our trade, and our relationship with the rest of the world for centuries. It places us at a crossroads of cultures, ideas, and commerce, a fact that has been central to our development from ancient times to the present day. So, when you look at a map of the world, you see India, a giant peninsula hanging from the southern rim of Asia. It is a distinct geographical entity, almost a world in itself, defined by these lines of latitude and longitude. Our position is not an accident of geography. It is the stage upon which our civilization's drama has been performed. From the snow-capped peaks in the north to the warm ocean waters in the south, our location is the very foundation of what it means to be India. It is the physical space that holds our countless stories. An important imaginary line, the Tropic of Cancer, cuts right through the middle of our country. Its latitude is 23 degrees and 30 minutes north. This line is not just a mark on a map, it is a significant climatic divide. It runs across India from the Rann of Kutch in Gujarat in the west to Mizoram in the east, passing through 8 states along its path. This line essentially splits India into 2 distinct halves. The area to the south of the Tropic of Cancer is closer to the equator and falls within the tropical zone. This region experiences high temperatures throughout the year with very little difference between summer and winter. The land to the north of the Tropic of Cancer lies in what we call the subtropical zone. This part of India experiences a much wider range of temperatures. Here, the summers can be extremely hot and the winters can be quite cold. The difference between the seasons is much more pronounced. This division creates a fascinating diversity in our country's climate, vegetation, and even the lifestyles of the people. The Tropic of Cancer acts like a celestial artist, painting our country with 2 different palettes of weather, one warm and consistent, the other one of greater extremes and variations. This climatic division has shaped everything from agriculture to architecture. In the tropical south, crops are grown that thrive in consistent warmth and humidity, while houses are often designed for ventilation to combat the heat. In the subtropical north, the crops are different, adapted to survive both scorching summers and chilly winters. The way people dress, the food they eat, and the festivals they celebrate are all subtly influenced by this geographical line drawn by the sun's path across the sky. It is a perfect example of how geography quietly directs the flow of culture and daily life. Therefore, the Tropic of Cancer is more than just a geographical feature. It is a fundamental aspect of India's identity. It creates a duality, a country that is both tropical and subtropical. This diversity is not a source of division, but one of our greatest strengths. It gives us a vast range of environments, from the lush rainforests of the south to the fertile plains of the north. Understanding this line is key to understanding the rich tapestry of India's natural world and the incredible adaptability of its people, who have built their lives in harmony with these 2 distinct climatic realities. India is not just one solid piece of land. Our territory is a beautiful combination of a vast mainland and 2 groups of enchanting islands. The mainland forms the great peninsula that juts out into the Indian Ocean, a massive landmass that holds most of our population and our diverse landscapes. But our story extends beyond the coast into the blue waters that surround us. To the southeast of our mainland, in the vast expanse of the Bay of Bengal, lie the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. These islands are like a string of green jewels, forming a long chain from north to south. They are known for their dense forests, stunning beaches, and rich tribal cultures. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands are actually the peaks of a submerged mountain range. This makes their geography unique and fascinating. They are a world away from the hustle and bustle of the mainland, offering a glimpse into a more pristine, natural environment. These islands are of great strategic importance to India, acting as our eyes and ears in the eastern seas. They are a home to a diverse ecosystem, with rare species of plants and animals found nowhere else. The story of India is incomplete without the story of these remote and beautiful islands, which add another layer of diversity to our national identity. Now, let's travel to the other side of our country. To the southwest of the mainland, in the Arabian Sea, we find the Lakshadweep Islands. The name Lakshadweep means 100,000 islands in Sanskrit, though the group is actually made up of about 36 islands. Unlike the volcanic Andaman and Nicobar Islands, the Lakshadweep Islands are made of coral. They are atolls, which are ring-shaped coral reefs that encircle a lagoon. These islands are small, flat, and famous for their pristine coral reefs, which support a vibrant marine life. They are a paradise for those who love the sea. The Lakshadweep Islands, with their unique coral origin, add another dimension to India's geography. They are a fragile ecosystem, a reminder of the delicate balance of nature. The culture here is distinct, with its own traditions and a way of life deeply connected to the sea. Together, the Andaman and Nicobar Islands in the east and the Lakshadweep Islands in the west act as our country's sentinels. They extend our presence into the surrounding oceans and enrich our nation with their unique natural beauty and cultural heritage. They remind us that India's story is written not just on land, but also on the waves of the sea. To truly grasp the scale of India, we must look at the numbers. The total area of our country is a staggering 3.28 million square kilometers. This vast expanse makes India the seventh largest country in the world by land area. Imagine, our land accounts for about 2.4% of the total geographical area of the entire planet. This huge size means that we are home to an incredible variety of landscapes, from towering mountains and vast plains to dry deserts and dense forests. It is a land of continental proportions, a canvas large enough to hold the diverse cultures, languages, and histories of more than 1 billion people. Now, let's trace the edges of our country. India has a very long land boundary, stretching for about 15,200 kilometers. This is the line that separates us from our neighbors, a border that winds its way through high mountain passes, dense jungles, and vast plains. This long frontier has been a place of interaction for centuries, a zone where cultures have met, mingled, and sometimes clashed. Patrolling and managing such a long and varied border is a massive undertaking, a constant reminder of our place in a complex and interconnected region of the world. It is the outer frame of our national picture. In addition to our land boundary, we have a very long coastline. If we measure the coastline of the mainland, including our island groups of Andaman and Nicobar and Lakshadweep, it comes to a total of 7,516.6 kilometers. This extensive coastline has blessed India with numerous ports and has been our gateway to the world for thousands of years. It has fostered trade, cultural exchange, and a deep connection with the sea. The sea has shaped the lives of millions of people living along our coasts, creating a unique maritime culture and economy that is a vital part of our national life. These numbers, 3.28 million square kilometers of area, 15,200 kilometers of land boundary, and 7,516.6 kilometers of coastline, are not just statistics. They are the dimensions of our home. They define the physical space that we call India. They help us understand the sheer magnitude of our country and the geographical context in which our history has unfolded. Being the seventh largest country gives us both great opportunities and immense responsibilities. It is a scale that defines our challenges and our potential on the world stage, a numerical testament to the grandness of our nation. India is a very wide country, and this great stretch creates some interesting effects. If you measure the distance from the northernmost point in Kashmir to the southernmost tip at Kanyakumari, it is about 3,214 kilometers. This is our north-south extent. Now, if you measure the distance from the westernmost point in Gujarat to the easternmost point in Arunachal Pradesh, it is about 2,933 kilometers. What is fascinating is that even though the east-west distance is shorter, it looks wider on many maps. This north-south length is what gives us our incredible range of climates, from the freezing cold of the Himalayas to the tropical warmth of the south. This vast east-west stretch has a very noticeable effect on time. The sun rises in Arunachal Pradesh in the far east, almost 2 hours before it rises in Dwarka in Gujarat in the far west. This is because the Earth rotates, and our country covers about 30 degrees of longitude. For every degree of longitude, there is a time difference of 4 minutes. So when people in the east are starting their day, people in the west are still asleep. This difference in local time could create a lot of confusion for things like train schedules, flights, and office timings across the country. To solve this problem of time lag, India has adopted a standard time for the whole country. We have chosen a specific longitude, 82 degrees and 30 minutes east, which passes near the city of Mirzapur in Uttar Pradesh, as our standard meridian. The local time at this meridian is taken as the official time for the entire nation. This is known as the Indian Standard Time, or IST. So no matter where you are in India, whether in the east or the west, the clocks all show the same time. This ensures that our national systems run smoothly and efficiently. The way the length of day and night changes is also affected by our country's stretch. If you are in Kanyakumari near the equator, the difference between the length of the day and night is hardly 1 hour. The days and nights are almost equal throughout the year, but as you travel north towards Kashmir, the difference becomes much more significant. In winter, the nights are very long and the days are short. In summer, the days are very long and the nights are short. This happens because of the tilt of the Earth's axis, and the effect is more pronounced the farther you go from the equator. The shape and position of India are truly unique, especially when you look at the vast expanse of the Indian Ocean. India is centrally located between East Asia and West Asia. Our landmass protrudes southward from the Asian continent, extending deep into the Indian Ocean. This extension is known as the Deccan Peninsula. This peninsula divides the ocean into two major seas, the Arabian Sea to the west and the Bay of Bengal to the east. This commanding position gives India a strategic advantage that no other country in the region has. We sit like a crown jewel at the head of the ocean. This prominent location has given the ocean its name. It is a rare honor for an ocean to be named after a country. This fact alone highlights the historical and geographical significance of India in this maritime region. For centuries, our long coastline has been the launching pad for voyages of trade, culture, and exploration. The Indian Ocean has not been a barrier for us. It has been a great highway connecting us to the world. It has connected us to Africa and Europe through the west coast, and to Southeast Asia and East Asia through the east coast. The Trans-Indian Ocean routes, which connect the countries of Europe in the west and the countries of East Asia, pass very close to us. This provides a major strategic advantage. Our central location allows us to overlook these important sea lanes of communication. This has been important for trade throughout history and continues to be vital for our economy and security today. We are perfectly placed to be a hub of commerce and interaction between the East and the West, a role we have played for thousands of years and continue to play in the modern globalized world. The shape of our peninsula, tapering towards the south, maximizes our contact with the ocean. This long coastline has nurtured a maritime tradition and a deep understanding of the sea. From ancient sailors who used the monsoon winds to navigate, to our modern navy that protects our sea lanes, our relationship with the Indian Ocean is deep and enduring. Our unique geographical placement is a gift of nature, a source of immense strategic, economic, and cultural benefit that has profoundly shaped our destiny as a nation. It makes India a true maritime power. India's connection with the rest of the world is not a modern phenomenon. It is an ancient story written on both land and sea. For centuries, long before ships dared to cross the vast oceans, our land routes were the main arteries of connection. Mountain passes in the north, like the Khyber and Bolan passes, acted as gateways. Through these passes, travelers, traders, scholars, and pilgrims moved between India and Central Asia. These land routes were much older than the sea routes, and they fostered a continuous exchange of ideas, goods, and cultures for millennia. They were the original highways of history. These interactions have left a deep mark on the world. The ideas from India, such as the profound philosophies of the Upanishads and the epic stories of the Ramayana and Mahabharata, traveled along these routes to distant lands. The knowledge of Indian numerals and the decimal system, which are the foundation of modern mathematics, also spread from India to the Arab world and then to Europe. This was a revolutionary contribution to human knowledge. We did not just trade goods, we shared wisdom. Our land was a fountain of ideas that quenched the intellectual thirst of many other civilizations. The sea routes later opened up new avenues for connection. Indian spices, muslin cloth, and other precious goods were highly sought after in the Roman Empire and other parts of the world. Traders from India sailed across the Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal, establishing vibrant trade networks. This exchange was not a one-way street. While our ideas and goods went out, we also welcomed influences from other cultures. The architectural styles of domes and minarets that we see in many parts of India came from West Asia. Greek sculpture also had an influence on the art forms in our country. This constant give and take has made Indian culture rich and diverse. We have absorbed influences from many different parts of the world while retaining our unique identity. Our history is a testament to our openness and our ability to engage with the world. The mountains and the seas, which seem like barriers, have actually been bridges for us. They have connected us to the great currents of world history, allowing us to contribute to the global tapestry of human civilization, while also being enriched by it. Our global contacts are as old as our civilization itself. India shares its borders with a number of countries, forming a complex and vibrant neighborhood. To our northwest, we share long and historically significant borders with Pakistan and Afghanistan. To the north, we are bordered by the vast country of China and the Himalayan kingdoms of Nepal and Bhutan. These borders in the north are defined by the mighty Himalayas, the world's highest mountain range, which has acted as a formidable natural barrier but also as a cultural bridge. To our east, we share borders with Myanmar and Bangladesh. Each of these borders has its own unique history and character. These land neighbors are an integral part of our world. Our relationships with them are shaped by shared history, culture, and geography. Before 1947, when India was under British rule, the political map was different. What are now Pakistan and Bangladesh were part of India. The country was divided into provinces, which were directly ruled by the British, and princely states, which were ruled by local princes who had an alliance with the British. This historical context is important to understand the relationships we have with our neighbors today, as we share deep-rooted historical and cultural ties. Beyond our land borders, we also have two island neighbors in the Indian Ocean. To our south, separated from us by a narrow channel of sea called the Palk Strait, is the beautiful island nation of Sri Lanka. Our connection with Sri Lanka is ancient, woven into our mythology, history, and culture for thousands of years. Further south of the Lakshadweep Islands lies the country of Maldives, an archipelago of stunning coral atolls. Our relationship with these maritime neighbors is just as important as our relationship with our land neighbors. India stands as a distinct geographical unit in Asia, often called the Indian subcontinent. It is defined by the Great Himalayas in the north and the vast Indian Ocean in the south, east, and west. This unique geography has given India a strong and cohesive identity. Our historical and geographical links with our neighbors are very strong. We are not just countries sharing a border, we are a family of nations, bound together by a shared past and a common destiny. Our position in South Asia gives us a special role to play in fostering peace, cooperation, and prosperity in this entire region.